Hello, this is Osama. Naga will discuss here what is really important for all pediatricians to know about bow leg in children. For the most recent updates on pediatric orthopedic conditions, refer to the Pediatric Board Study Guide 3rd edition. Genioverum means a bow leg, means turning to inside, like that, to inside. But the valgus is to the outside, valgus to outside. So verum means a bow leg. And this is a lower limb deformity in which the lower legs are pointing toward the midline, like that, towards the midline. Here, valgus will be outside or away from the midline. Causes of genioverum or bow leg physiologic development up to 2 years of age. This is the most common and requires reassurance. Blount disease, rickets, achondroplasia. These other causes is less common, but this is the most common you will see all the time. How to make the diagnosis of genioverum? By measuring the distance between the knees, which is the intercondylar distance between here and here. And the best way to do it is to insert your fist after you align the leg like that, like in this picture, and then you insert your fist. If you are able to insert your fist in between, the distance is too big. So this is significant. Less than that is not significant. Reassure the parents. And radiograph will identify the underlying pathology. Like if it's rickets, will show the signs of rickets. If it's Blount disease, will show the signs of Blount disease. Treatment, physiologic cases, which is less than the size of the fist of the examiner. This requires only reassurance. No treatment is needed, and this should improve by 3 years of age. The opposite of genioverum is geniovalgum, which is knock knee. The two knees are touching each other, as you see in this figure. And you will see increased intermalleolar distance. And this is normal between 2 and 4 years of age. No treatment is needed, and this should improve by 8 years of age. In conclusion, if you have mild cases of bow leg or knock knee and you are not able to insert your fist between the two knees or between the two malleoli, reassure the parents. Most cases will resolve by itself. This is the end. Thank you.
Having trouble or trying to pass the pediatric board exam? We have the definitive solution for you, presenting the Last Minute Review Series, a powerful tool for achieving success in pediatric board exams, crafted by Dr. Osama Naga, a board-certified pediatrician by American Board of Pediatrics and the editor of the Pediatric Board Study Guide, a last-minute review. Dr. Naga breaks down the most critical subjects in this series. The Pediatric Last Minute Review webpage offers a thorough and rigorous set of pediatric board review sessions that are in line with the study guide. The lectures will cover the most important topics for each condition that a pediatrician must know for pediatric board exams, as well as real-life clinical encounters. The inclusion of a clinical case scenario, accompanied by multiple-choice questions, followed by the most probable answer and a comprehensive description of the issue, will ensure test readiness for each student. You will be able to download the lecture's PDF files to make your studies easier, to take notes and be accessible on the go and offline. Based on the membership plan you choose, you will have unlimited access to the lectures for either 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, or 1 year. By viewing these videos, you will increase your chances of passing the board exam and gain substantial advantages from the acquired knowledge. Additionally, by studying the material and completing the AAP prep questions from the previous 3 years, you will greatly increase your likelihood of passing the board and will acquire a wealth of knowledge. Click on the link provided below to visit lastminutepediatric.com and subscribe immediately. Be sure to take advantage of our free video samples on our YouTube channel, Pediatric Board Last Minute Review. Good luck with your exams!